like wrap it up. How familiar are you with Pokemon?
Very little. I know that there's these beings that transform and evolve and become other things. Is
Okay.
that true? Is that's
Yeah.
the sense I get from it? Like from exposure to my grandson's Pokemon cards. Oh, this is this iteration or whatever of this being, but later it becomes this and this and this and has different powers.
Yeah, so they're like a bunch of creatures that you collect basically, and like one of their slogans, like you gotta catch them all. They're like 150 Pokemon, and your quest is to, like capture them all and be like the best at training them and making them grow. And I was just like
Ah,
thinking of that as in connection with the idea of like romantic love and even objectification. I was thinking, huh, is Pokemon a good lens? Does this have a good lens or a good philosophy with regards to relationship? Because in a sense, you're like collecting them and everything, and so you're kind of objectifying them. But then a key sort of like theme in the show also is like friendship. It's like, yes, I'm collecting these Pokemon, but at the same time, I'm learning their strengths and weaknesses. We're going through everything together. We're having all these different experiences. And so,
hmm.
yeah, so it's kind of like, yes, I'm kind of like collecting and I'm kind of objectifying you, but at the same time, I also care for you as a being. And like, if we're not in sync with each other, our team isn't really going to work. And I care for you far more that as an object, I care for you as my friend. And like, I just
Hmm.
got me thinking, is it a perspective that's completely unhealthy because there seems to be an aspect of objectification? Or is it actually something healthy? Because there's definitely a strong theme of friendship and caring for each other that's present throughout the series. So just a little thing
Hmm.
I got thinking about.
Hmm. My question would be, because I'm not that familiar with the series,
Mhm.
would be like, is there an element like of consent of the beings? They
Ah,
agree or they don't?
they well, initially you can get like wild Pokemon and you kind of have to battle them to capture them. So initially
Oh.
there's not consent, but then it kind of through the battle you kind of gain the creature's consent, and then while you're with them they kind of agree to it, and like and they can run away from you too or choose not to obey you. So like
Mm-hmm.
Ash had one of his Pokemon, I think it was a Charmander, and it evolved and it suddenly became rebellious and it didn't want to follow Ash anymore. So
Okay.
you have to gain your Pokemon's trust and build a real relationship with them. So I
To
think there is
keep
an
them.
element. I think there is an element of consent. There's an element of like capturing them from the wild where they don't might put up some resistance, but ultimately throughout your relationship with them, yeah, you have to earn their consent or else it's not going to work. They can just choose to disobey you, even if you've quote unquote captured them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to think about it,
I
you
think that's a
know?
good answer because it's complex in that sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because it reminds me like the relationship between human beings and nature and the natural world a little bit,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
So so yeah, I have to think about it.
Yeah. No
But
problem.
sounds interesting.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's I guess we can close.